Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and Merry Christmas to everyone. It's Christmas tomorrow and I'm actually prompted to actually make this video to talk to immigrants like myself living and working in the UK. And the whole idea basically is 2024 is definitely almost gone. We've got like less than 7 days for the year to wrap up, and 2025 is coming. And I've had conversations for my one-to-one session with people in the last couple of weeks, couple of days, around what exactly is their plan for 2025, especially for immigrants on different visa categories like the student visa, um, post-study work visa, even those on the skilled worker visa, how to make 2025 a better year. The goal for us basically as immigrants is not just for us to, live in this country, earn some money, pay bills, and that's it. Now we've got to have better plans for the year. 2024 was an amazing year for me personally. I bought my first new house here in the UK in 2024. I started my business in 2024 here in the UK. I was able to like help tens of people transition into data analytics with fantastic job offers. I mean, I think I mentioned one of my past video. I had one of my students that got a job that pays more than what I'm earning at the moment. So yeah, it's an exciting year for me. I also had my baby in 2024, being a new father in 2024. A lot of blessings that I can't even mention on YouTube, in 2024, I was able to like sponsor my parents, my mom and dad to come spend a couple of weeks with me here in the UK, all expenses paid. Yeah, so 24 was, has been an amazing year for me, as for so many other people. And, you know, yeah, 2024 is almost gone. What next in 2025? What are the things you should be doing or planning to do in 2025 as an immigrant to live that comfortable life and fulfilled life here in the UK? As I said, not just about paying bills, about paying bills, obviously, and still being able to live comfortably financially and on every front. Yeah, so if you're an immigrant and you think you just want to, have a chat with me today, let's stick to the video to the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do it to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing going family. And my returning subscribers, thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The major reason I'm making this video is because I made a very important decision in December and this time in 2021 that resulted to a massive change in my entire career and life in the UK as an immigrant living and working here. Now, for those who have been following my journey, I was on the student visa here in the UK back in 2021, and I wanted something a little bit more different or better for myself than the regular, finishing your program, getting a job, probably as an healthcare assistant or a customer service person, making enough money to pay your bills. So there's nothing bad in that. But I wanted more, and that's because of the kind of life I lived back in Nigeria. I wasn't just feeding hands to mouth. I had a whole lot, you know, um, to my name basically, and I wanted the same experience here in the UK. Which, looking at the UK, seeing people, meeting people who have been here for long years, ages, it looks like that is like the norm here in the UK. But I wanted more. So in December 2021, I made a decision that changed my entire life, and I think it's important for me to bring those information here on this channel to help people like yourself, myself, to live better and get to that particular goal we've always wanted as immigrant living and working in the UK. Now, the decision I made at that time was that, okay, I want to transfer into tech. I've never worked in tech before. I have no single experience working in tech, but I want to transfer into tech. The first thing I did, I remember that Christmas, I chose not to work that Christmas, and I was in my room mapping out what I wanted to do for 2022. And yeah, one of the things I did was I was going to learn a new skill. And this is one of the first things I need to mention to those who are currently in the UK right now, and you don't have a career path in mind, or you're uncertain on what next you want to do, is you need to learn a new skill. Look for that job role that's in demand in the UK at the moment. There's so many of them. I've made a couple of videos around that. Look for the in-demand programs or in-demand job roles in the UK. Learn the adequate skill to get into those roles and start living, the best life or the flourishing life that you've always wanted. So I saw that, okay, I was going to try and get into either data analytics, business analysis, or digital marketing. Those are the three, roles that at that time I saw that they were highly in demand and there were so many job opportunities for those roles. So I had a plan in mind that, okay, before the end of the half of the year, that's before July, before I think that's before June, end of June, I want to have enough skills for these roles and be able to apply for jobs. That was my plan basically. And I started in January. I used to work certain number of days a week. I had to reduce, I think, of one day and spend that one day trying to learn those skills. Went online, went on different platforms to learn data, learn all I needed to know about business analysis, brush up my skills on digital marketing because I used to work as a digital marketer back in Nigeria part time aside from my banking job. And yeah, I was learning, and learning those skills was a massive game changer for me. Before the end of 2022, I was able to get 4 different job offers in data analytics. I got a couple of offers in business analysis and digital marketing, but I didn't take them up because they were more like contract roles, so there was no sponsorship available for those roles. So the ones that give me sponsorship were the offers I got in data analytics, which, as you guys know, for those who have been following me on this channel, I currently work as a senior analyst now. 2 years later. Now, the point I'm making now is that as immigrants, you need to actually moving into the UK on student visa or dependent visa, whatever visa you are on. It's a leveler for everyone, and it's really important to understand that even if you used to work as a bank manager back in Nigeria, coming to the UK, you're probably going to start afresh, basically, and you need to put some things in place to give you some competitive advantage in the job market, and that's why you need to learn a new skill in 2025, please. Let's first start with you building up that technical skills. Even if you're still on a student visa, this is the best time to start now because the market is competitive and you need to put in some things in place to give you some level of competitive advantage. So if you want us to have a quick chat about your current situation and what best job role you think will fit your career, we're going to click on the link in the description below. You can jump on the one-to-one session, jump on a 30 minutes call, and I'll be able to give clarification and as much information to help you know how to pivot your journey in 2025. Now the second thing you need to do, so when I got into my first role as a data analyst. For those who have been following my channel, back then I was a massive advocate of don't go for post-study work visa. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. Blah 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 blah. So I never wanted to go on post-study work visa, and I was saying this despite the fact that I was on a student visa. Can you imagine? I was not even sure if I was going to go on that same post-study or not. But as with adequate plan, as God will also have it, I was able to get a visa sponsorship job. A couple of months before the end of my program. And unlike the new policy now, back then, you can actually switch to a skilled worker visa even while still studying. So I was already on the skilled worker visa even while I was doing my projects and all of that. And I resumed the following week after I finished my program. So the point I'm making here now is that try and start learning those skills now that you're still on the student visa or postgraduate visa before you're in the rush or under so much pressure to get a new visa. Now, after getting a job working as a data analytics professional, I discovered that okay, this salary is good, it's paying the bills. However, one of the major plans or reason for going into tech is that I needed to, go beyond I needed to go beyond just being able to pay the bills. And I started speaking with people, guys, how do you guys do it? How do you guys manage with this salary? It's enough to pay the bills, but it's not enough to build wealth. It's not enough to build a good financial future. What exactly do you guys do? So I spoke with a couple of people who have been here for a couple of years, and one of the strategy they used, and I think has really been effective for so many people, is now for everyone, especially for those on the skilled worker visa or post-study work visa or a dependent visa, guys, if you want to live a financially free life in the UK, you need to start a business. I mean, it's not negotiable really if you want to really build that kind of life you want. And this is me saying to people who are currently on a dependent visa or your partner is on a dependent visa, it's time to start a business. You need to think of something that is of value and people will be willing to pay for your service. If it's working as whatever job you think you're able to do, if it's probably you starting a business, if it's opening an African store, if it's working with Uber Eats as a delivery guy, if it's working anything that has to do with you being able to control your time. So I'm not saying take up a second job. Taking up a second job is like you boxing yourself in so many ways, but you being able to start a business that you're being paid into your business account, and you're able to work your tax with HMRC, and then still able to have enough on the side. It's definitely not negotiable, especially for families. For me, I don't know, it's just a personal opinion, really. I just feel that for a family on the skilled worker visa, obviously one person is on the dependent visa that gives them flexibility. I think the family should have at least one business. Even if the person on dependent visa wants to work full time on the job, if you're doing a 9 to 5 job, you have the whole 5 to the following morning to work on things. I know it can be difficult, especially if you've got family, but I think every family needs to have a business, at least a business. Even though if the business is not running a whole lot, making a lot more money as of now, in 2025, that should be your goal. You need to have a business. The dependent visa allows you to do that, and you have that flexibility because you are not, tied to any organization on sponsorship, which is really, really important for us to plan in 2025. So out of my plan in 2025, I'm planning on getting some other businesses up and running, in 2025. Really, really important. So yeah, 25 is going to be a great year, hopefully. And But for it to actually be a great year, we need to start making those plans now and implementing so many things. So this video is just more of like me, sharing my story and sharing my thoughts on things that we need to get into play in 2025. Learn a new skill and think of starting a business. That's really, really important, especially for those who are looking at gaining that financial freedom here in the UK. So this video has no structure. I just felt I need to say this to one person. It might just be relevant to one or two people watching this video, but I know that it's definitely going to make a massive difference or change in your entire life. And if you want more clarity on this, you can jump in my one-to-one session. The link is in the description below. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do it to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.